minutes or thereabout before we delve into Game On, where we can dissect issues around football, tennis, Formula One, and so on and so forth. For now, though, let's focus on the sport that is gaining even more popularity in this part of the world, I should say Nigeria to be precise, courtesy of the fact that we had two national teams at the Olympics earlier this year. Well, speaking about national teams, we're trying to qualify for the next Basketball World Cup organized by FIBA, and our men's national team have an idea of the teams they will be competing against in the first phase of qualifying. Rivers Hoopers are champions of the Super 8, the one organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. But would that mean they will represent Nigeria in the Basketball Africa League? That's a discussion that should come to the fore. And what's happening to LeBron James, the man who's seen by many as perhaps the greatest basketballer of all time? He was almost beaten up by a 20-year-old. We'll find out about these and more on the show for this evening. Welcome to Courtside. It should be some exciting drive, this one. Caster Daniel Chukuma and Zubi Kionicha. Hi guys, good to see you again.
Really, sure. Really, did I punch LeBron?
If you give me a chance to give you one punch, you may not recover. If you punch me first, I may not recover. But if I punch you first, you may not recover.
No be who.
So that's the point.
No be who first call police the win case.
But I'm from clap when they enter dance.
Have you?
LeBron don't clap, make a dance.
In an epic proverb, that's how they put it really. It died up, it don't want to body there. That's the use sleep to know what death feels
Is that
like.
Nigerian language?
Oh, we're live on camera, sorry. I was greeting you as you walked up.
So.
Yeah, someone else, thank you.
I only asked a simple question.
Yeah, that's a Nigerian language called epic. Azu, how you doing, man?
Fine, bro. Great to be here.
At least I've
Good
greeted
to
you
the
and
listener out there, yeah. You won't give Wala a problem. I will not be there with you. It's a normal thing we found out in this part of the world. But like you mentioned,
Yeah.
it was LeBron's. I think LeBron was in his. That guy was 2 years when LeBron became a rookie in the NBA.
Inside life.
Isaiah Stewart. It was 2 years when LeBron became an NBA rookie, and that's how life is. Not be Nigeria is Egmont. God, they for me now. This one don't get Egmont.
That line of I'm not your mate. I'm not your mate.
There's no, I'm not your mate.
In sports, unfortunately, they don't buy into that.
Especially in sports, like I remember something in football for football lovers.
Yeah.
Jack Wilshere pushing Gerrard to the ground and couldn't even apologize. He was still. I think that's where his career began.
The guys are going to be like, wait, are you mad?
And that was the end of his career, sincerely. I've not seen him get to that height again.
Being traded.
It could happen.
I thought you were about to say he should go and read the book of Isaiah in the Bible, really, to get his
Chapter
heart
2,
desire.
verse 5.
Welcome to Courtside. As always, we do have an exciting talking point for you. This one is as basic as it comes. I know that there's several people who idolize LeBron James, for example, but we'd love to find out from you this evening, in the whole world now, who is your most loved sports person? Which sports person, player, or official do you love the most in the world?
Now, which kid now?
Okay. Now, music sports do they play?
Really?
So, which sports person do you love the most in the world? And the second part of the question is, if you have the chance to meet that sports person, which will you take? A photograph or an autograph? All right? It's as simple as that, right? Now, in the whole world, we have all the big stars in sports. Any sport, football, basketball, boxing, wrestling, everything that comes with sports. Which sports star do you love the most in the world now? And if you have a chance to see that sports star, will you take a photograph or an autograph? Which will you take from that star? These guys in the studio will respond to that question too as we progress. But before we get into that, let's focus on the home scene first off. As my main man, Brownish, I feel your steez, man. Yeah, a savior of a lifetime. Yeah, I will get that flash later from you. Thank you, man. I'll go down these in the news and Rivers Hoopers because they are champions of the final 8 for Nigeria for this year. The one that took place in Abuja and the one that wasn't sanctioned by the Nigeria Basketball Federation. It was organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. Rivers Hoopers beat Gombe Bulls by 74 to 57 points in the final to get the title. And that final came through last Tuesday, November 16. And they finished with a 5-0 record. The River State side, dominant performance from them. Their coach, Ogo Daudu, says he learned one or two things from the current coach of Nigeria's men's national team, the Tigers, Mike Brown, And that's how he led Rivers Hoopers to lift the crown. Let's go.
It's God, first of all, and the fact that I have an open mind. I am always learning. I'm always open to learn. And so I pick up things every day. I'm never satisfied with what I have. So I go out of my way to pick up things. I subscribe to newsletters, basketball newsletters. I subscribe to coaches forums and I get new information. But I think the icing on the cake for this one was my experience in the summer with Coach Mike Brown, the national team. The amount of stuff I learned from him is not quantifiable. We are not perfect yet, but I'm trying as much to inculcate a lot of the things that I learned from him into this team. I can say that he was a great part of what has happened. A lot of the things we were running were things I learned from him in the camp. So it's just that I have an open mind and I'm open to learn, and I don't want to be in the same position for too long. I always want to upgrade myself.
That's the best thing about life, isn't it? Don't repeat the same thing every day. Try and make yourself better. And for Mike Brown, well, he's been eulogized for helping make Ogordaudo a better coach, leading Rivers Hoopers to win the Final 8, the basketball title in Nigeria, from the perspective of the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. Guys, let's not stress ourselves with these arguments, really, because go end. Last week, Monday, we spoke to the spokesperson of the NBBF who said this competition was like a friendly match because it's not one that is bought into by FIBA, the body that runs basketball globally. So we will watch this space and see if this will mean Rivers Hoopers will represent Nigeria in the Basketball Africa League, which is more like the Champions League for basketball on the continent, or if the NBBF will have to organize another one to see which team will be champion of basketball in the country. But straight away to a team that have been African champions in 2015, the men's national basketball team of our country, Azu, the Tigers. Daniel's people, what's happening around them and the World Cup? Yeah, let me turn on this mic. You sat down in a different place.
I'm wondering why.
By the way, guys, you can find us on Facebook. We're streaming live.
Exactly.
I'm the shortest man amongst everybody in the studio. Daniel is like 6'2". Azu is 6'3". I am high.
You're approaching.
Is Allen?
I'm still a growing child.
Allen Iverson.
I'm still a growing child. Come on. At least Iverson was 5'11". I'm not up to his 5'11".
Really?
He was
You're not
5'11". Yeah.
5'11"?
Iverson was 5'11".
Should go on exam.
I wouldn't respond to you. So please check us out on Facebook. You need to look at how I looked at Azu. If I had something, I would have given him a banger at this moment. Perhaps I would have done a steward on him.
Okay.
But yeah, on Facebook, just search for Nigeria Info space 99.3. Nigeria Info 99.3. We're streaming live. You can drop your comments there to and respond to the question I threw out. You will read them as we go, and Dan is already getting ready to solve through those thoughts of yours. So
okay, so it's just going to be the games. It's going to be starting on the 26th down to the 28th of November, and that's something very, very close. Nigeria opening that particular one. It's been a while I saw Nigeria open a particular winner. It's going to be played right there in Angola. They'll be up against Cape Verde. Okay. That's on the 26th. That's the first game. We also have other games, and for that same day, we'll be having Mali up against Uganda. Cote d'Ivoire will face them Angola. Guinea will also play Central African Republic. Nigeria's other games will be against surprise team of last Afrobasket, Uganda. That's a team that what was the team that was coached by this man, the former Chicago Bulls and player Leo Deng? Sudan. That's Sudan. Yeah, Sudan. I almost mixed it up. I actually had to be sure. Also had finally Mali will be the last game they'll be playing on the 27th and 28th respectively. So they play Uganda on 27th and play Mali on 28th. So 4 groups. Nigeria most likely should get something out of this one. It's a team that looks very different from what we had before now. Ike Diogo is back in the team. Benuzo is also back in the team. I remember the first time we didn't have these guys in the team, Chuma. We know how badly we performed at the Olympics. It was a very, very poor performance. Just quickly to reel out the names on the list. Can I go on to do that?
Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, so Benuzo, Ugonna Munyeso.
Is it the same Benuzo we know?
Yeah, Benuzo is also back in the team.
Oh, nice.
That's the latest from the list. It now depends on whether it's going to honor it or not. We'll have Emike Robe also returning. Mike Nwam also on the team. Amanze Eke Geze is also on the team. Quickly to the home base players, we have Abdul Wahab Yakubu of Gombe Bulls. We have Michael Okiki of also Gombe Bulls. Ibe Agu of Gombe Bulls. Bright Akwete of Nigeria Customs, and also Owen Oriaki of River Supers. That's the only River Supers players who made it through to this team. And there's a question: how come the MVP of this just concluded Final 8 is not on the list? And you have the losing finalists having 3 players
And
on
the winners,
Maybe the
the best
coach.
player at the tournament.
when I
not
brought up
invited.
that issue, some people were squeezing face, and I was like, okay, the end justifies the means. So we'll see how it ends up.
Is it like, for the sake of football people, is it
Yeah.
like, let's say you are the best player in the Nigeria Professional Football League, but you're an attacker, you're a striker,
Yeah.
and the Super Eagles already have so many strikers, so you're the best in the NPFL, but
Exactly.
because you're a striker,
And their strikers already.
yeah,
at
the guy
disposal.
who was not the best like you, but who's a midfielder, is picked at your expense. Is it that kind of situation? Because I'm wondering why you be the best player in the Nigerian
league.
league, the final 8, and you're not picked.
So this is the thing. How many foreign-based players do we have?
I think about 10.
10. How
I'll
many
have to
home-based?
count.
How many home-based
Five
players do we have?
home-based
We have
players
5
precisely,
home-based
yeah.
players. So I'm still waiting to see when we'll have our home-based players actually actively be part of the team, and we have less of foreign-based players.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, how do you tell people that, oh, you tell the world we have the best team in the world and they are made up of foreign-based players, and you say you have a league which is not functional, and now someone is saying they are all friendly games, and those teams have selected their own players amongst themselves, and they brought those people. I told you something today. I said what happened at Bao the last time is going to happen again. You know why? Because of all these shenanigans. It still doesn't make sense.
Before there's a news I actually got, but before then, for those who don't know the names of those guys we're talking about, Victor Coco Anthony is one of the names. He was the finals MVP, and we also had tournament MVP Johnson and I not making it to the final 5, and we'll have 3 players from Gomi Bulls. I think this is also up for discussion, and every other person out there will be wondering how it happened. At least remember Musa Mujana to the last
that lady,
lady from the what's the name
women's
of that?
final.
So we can't.
MFM. It was
No, not
MFM
MFM,
against the Abuja team.
Yeah,
So,
the military
It's gone on
team.
my
And
head,
how
really.
am I forgetting so many names?
Air
It's about-
Warriors.
Air Warriors, yeah. So quickly, the latest is that there is there's also a dispute at this point. Remember, they created a committee, a caretaker committee, and that was where the huge surprise came from. How can you be the one living as the head of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, and you are now the head of the caretaker committee when your time has elapsed? That it looked like something
should
actually
be
happened.
neutral
And those are the
person.
questions I wanted to ask Oni the
Yeah.
last time we spoke last week. That was pushed away. Now there was now dispute between the assuming good guys, that's the Minister for Sports, and also Musa Kida. But currently there is a new one, and they are saying FIBA has actually gone on to sanction Kida's caretaker committee as those that will lead, and anything they say is final. But the latest we're hearing is that finance might lead to the fact that they will go on to allow River Supers to carry on to they might just have to reach a truce to represent Nigeria.
By the way,
yeah.
those who are wondering why we keep saying we don't worship the god of Baal. No, the Baal is Basketball African League, like more like ball. Some people will love to call that. So for those who are wondering why Daniel and myself were just saying Baal, Baal, Baal. Yeah, this is our WhatsApp number. You can drop your comments to 009-597-5805. That's 0809-597-5805. We're asking you, in the whole world, which sports star do you love the most now? And if you have a chance to meet that sports star, which will you take? A photograph or an autograph? All right, you can dial 0700-993-993-993 to speak to us. That's 0700-993-993-993.
Naomi Osaka.
What happened to? Oh, that's the person you
That's
love
the
the most.
person I want to meet.
If
my
you
crush.
had mentioned a man, I would have been surprised.
I knew. I also would have been shocked if he picked the male sports star.
A Delta
So
man.
Osaka for you. If you see Osaka, will you take photograph or autograph? Which one?
Photograph.
If you were to pick one, photograph, right?
Photograph.
Okay, let's plot the right graph by going to the phone lines now. Daniel will tell me why he will take photograph over autograph in a bit. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good evening, the Ram Master.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody in the house.
Good evening, welcome.
Yeah, this Friday from Golere.
Okay, Friday.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's football, it's football.
It's
And
football.
the one and only player is going to be the Lion himself.
You sabi.
Who's the Lion?
The Lion himself. It's not easy to shake hands with Lion now.
Who's the Lion?
It's the Lion Messi now.
Okay, so Messi is the sports star you love the most in the world. And if you see Messi, which will you take from him? A photograph or an autograph?
An autograph,
An autograph. Okay, why an autograph?
Because I just love this man.
Okay, all right. Thank you for calling in, Friday. Good to hear from you.
Autograph
Dan,
is
thanks
there for this
that.
part of the world. Now picture I
People
go
that
take
calls now.
go free.
Yeah,
man.
that X. No, the X.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, then we can have this one. You're live on Courtside. Oh, that's just went there. Okay,
Wait
so 0700-993-993-993. Also, you can drop your comments on Facebook while we're streaming live. It's Nigeria Info 99.3. Dan, you can help me with that letter A. Know the A. You're good. You got an A when it got to learning. You're good like that, Dan. Hello, welcome. Hello, good evening. Dan is feeling himself too much. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, you're live on Courtside. Welcome. Sorry about that. I always suspected that connection was never the clearest in the world, or was it?
Good
Hi.
evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good
Good evening to
evening.
you. Welcome.
Engineer Joseph, calling you from, at the moment I'm on transit.
Okay.
Ah,
Welcome.
well,
Facing traffic. Terrible traffic.
what route exactly? So callers could know,
Sorry.
where to avoid.
Okay. I'm at, oh my God, this is,
Baba, just go ahead.
Don't worry, just go ahead, don't go ahead.
I'll give you mathematics.
So which sports star do you love the most in the world now?
sorry?
Which sports star do you love the most in the world now?
Anyway, my son so much love Messi.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And his name is Joshua and I'm Joseph. So we
We've
are
got great
JJ.
callers
So
today.
I think we're in the same line. I think I love Messi.
Yeah, you're a great
Joshua
caller.
Joseph. Thank you. So great stuff. If you and your son have a chance to see Messi, which will you prefer to take from him? An autograph or a photograph?
So, it's time for, okay, photograph is better. I will take a photograph.
Photograph. Okay.
Photo.
Thank you for calling in. Okay, please be
That
safe.
reminds me of that very funny stuff on those kids.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Why do you sound like this? Like say person don't vex
Bro,
you.
you are so dull.
Our senior
What
man is
happened?
not done. Our senior man. Welcome, boss.
Okay, we have just about 40 seconds to hear from you before a commercial break. So, who's the star you love the most in the world? Sergio Ramos.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Be like say you like violence sometimes. eh?
Captain Fantastic.
Really?
Cool
Yeah.
stuff. If you meet him, what will you take from him? Photograph, autograph? Photograph.
Correct guy. Correct guy.
Oh, shit.
What's the name again? Okpayemi. Okay, welcome.
thanks
Thank
for
you. Thank you
calling.
very much
Dan,
for
let's go
calling.
in for a commercial break. When we return, Dan will share with you, alongside Azu, the latest from the NBA. What happened with LeBron James? Who is the 20-year-old boy that almost beat LeBron James? You hear about that one, and we'll share your comments on Facebook and on WhatsApp too. This is Courtside live on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Stay with us. Nigeria. For just about 10 minutes time, we'll switch over to Game On full time. All the exciting football stories to come your way, as well as action from Formula One and tennis too. My name is Chuman Nalin here with Daniel Chukuman and Azubike Onija. So let's get to your comments, even more of those on Facebook and on WhatsApp. And then Dan and Azu are preparing to let us know what's happening around the NBA and who wanted to fight with LeBron James.
Are you sorry? Anyway, on Facebook we have Abiola Sani, and he said, if you ask me, I would love to meet Obafemi Martins.
Nice.
We have shown Danny Dwayne. He said he wants to meet Dwayne Rock Johnson and have a photograph. And we have Olayinka Ibrahim, if it's possible, Arsene Wenger photograph.
Nice.
Sami Edirin said he would love to meet Mercy and get an autograph.
Did you say Messi or Mercy?
Not Messi Johnson.
Oh, Messi.
Messi.
Yeah, better.
And on Facebook,
I'm counting the Messi votes.
I saw. Yeah, let him read the WhatsApp comments first.
And on WhatsApp, we have
there.
Benjamin from Oworo. He said he would love to meet Jose Mourinho.
Nice.
And he would love to have a autograph. We also have someone saying that they would love to meet the Femi and the Gang crew.
Nice.
And get an autograph.
I never reached level for autograph yet, so take photograph with me for now.
And we have someone saying, good evening, Chuma and crew. I would love to meet Cristiano Ronaldo and get a photograph.
Okay.
Someone said they would love to meet Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Our coach who has
You'll not be so shy to meet Solskjaer.
I would love to get either a photograph or autograph. I would rather punch him. That's what he said. No violence.
Guy. I knew that you were being mischievous when you called Ole's name. See your life. So you're now doing none of the above. We gave him option A and B. And he now went for option C, none of the above. No autograph, no photograph, but a punch.
So guys, keep the comments coming. So Azu, what do we have?
Yeah, what's up with the NBA guys? How far? Yeah, let me just, this is the intro that will launch us into that. For those who are wondering what exactly happened, LeBron James almost fought with, a 20-year-old or something?
Tonight it's their number one guy, Jeremy Grant. Stewart and LeBron. Stewart is hot, and everybody's coming out now.
Now this is ridiculous. He must have caught an elbow or something, but
oh yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye. Look, here goes Stewart.
They had to even announce, the stadium announcer, the arena announcer, saying, please don't go on the courts. Don't go on the courts, because he sounded for one moment like he was commentary for WWE. Here goes Stewart! I thought they were about to punch somebody.
Anyway, I feel what LeBron did was wrong, but he...
What did he do, for the sake of the listener, please?
He tried to shove, Stewart off him, and his wrist went across his face and gave him a cut. Stewart was on the ground, and LeBron walked up to him, and from the conversation, it looked like LeBron felt remorse for what he did.
Okay.
But Stewart aggressively stood up and wanted to attack LeBron, and it all went south from there.
Wow.
I feel, well, I don't know. When you're upset, a lot of things go through your mind.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like I said earlier, Stewart was just 2 years when LeBron started playing basketball in the NBA precisely as a 16-year-old. At that time, we still had high school guys joining up with the NBA. But yes, he didn't even know what basketball was. I had to go check his history and stuff. And Daniel mentioned something while we're off the studio. This could be the beginning of the end of Isaiah Stewart's career. He went really too hard. But like I said, a lot of times, I'm going to cut him off some slacks. If you go watch some videos of things you've done in the past, you'd be like, nah, maybe this. You get overboard. I do this a couple of times. I could lose my anger when things don't go my way when they're supposed to. LeBron did something really bad that yesterday. It was intentional. I read about 3-4 websites, ESPN, CBS, they all said this was intentional. The first thing I was looking out for was LeBron's hand. He was molded like he was going to throw a punch. Though it was hit with the side of his hand and caught that guy really badly, and it was a very painful incident.
He was trying to shove him off.
That wasn't. Yeah, the guy, as Stewart held on to LeBron, and that's the way it is. It's a contact sport. We have that also in football, and you're expected to keep your.
So LeBron was more like, leave me, guy, leave me.
But the leave me was a sharp punch,
and
with the side.
Isaiah started bleeding like he was.
So when Isaiah discovered that he was bleeding,
he was bleeding like Deontay Wilder. After he met Tyson Fury.
My
No,
guy
yeah,
at the top
Joshua.
will make a comment for that. so it was a painful,
at least
painful
he
incident.
stepped up to him and tried to reach
That
out
part
to him.
I didn't get. Daniel, I don't know how you got that so clearly. Sincerely, I'm not going to lie. It's not because it's LeBron James.
yeah.
No,
I went on to look out for and I read through to see if I could get where LeBron James apologized. I didn't see anything like that. So I'm not going to say that happened.
So
But
as,
if you
as,
say-
as,
so
as
that-
we
see
speak,
that- so
LeBron
that
James
I'll
is
give- I'll give
liable
you
to be
respect.
suspended for a while, but there's no
so
official verdict
exactly,
from the
but
NBA.
the
So LeBron
regular
James-
stuff we've seen is 3 games. I think one happened in 2004. I'm trying to
Okay.
remember this guy's name, but the most recent one had to be in 2018 when it was a pure. It was a bout. let me use that word.
All right, time is not our best friend,
Yeah.
so let's do this. Dan will share with us alongside himself as you the results from the other games. You guys have just 2 minutes, please. Because I'm already seeing my gas before I now start trading punches with my head of news.
Head of
This
news.
time Namigo collect the
Head of
suspension.
news,
Don't be
Migo.
here, former.
Big one, sir.
Guys, take it away.
A senior,
Anyway,
a senior man is in the
So
studio.
on Sunday, last night game. Last night's game, we had
I had a
Mavericks.
voice.
We had Mavericks losing to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Clippers won that game 97. Mavericks 91. Lakers beating the Pistons 1-2-1, 1-1-6.
I must
The
give it
Knicks-
to Anthony Davis for that game.
That was that game, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
after the fracas, the LA Lakers still
Yeah,
won the
they
game.
went on to
but
win.
my fears,
I think
injury,
LeBron
injury. I'm scared of AD
exactly
getting an injury.
KD has just
next
been
game.
wonderful, I tell you.
Yeah, the Knicks lost to the Bulls 103, 109. Nuggets lost to the Suns 126, 97, and Raptors lost to the Warriors 119.
I thought you were going to leave that game out. Yeah, there have been a bout in the studio.
Before, while he talks about the Raptors, before
Yeah.
we experience Rapture, please, what's the standing like?
Okay, so you don't have to check. It's the Golden State Warriors in the West leading the conference. They've been on a 9-1 run. They won 9 out of the last 10 games. The Phoenix Suns have been the perfect guys. 10 straight victories for them in the last 10 games. They are second. Jazz is number 3. Clippers 4. 5th is Mavericks. 6th is Nuggets. 7th is the Portland Trailblazers, and Lakers are on number 8. 9 wins and 9 losses. They have to be very strong. Now for the Eastern Conference, we have Chicago Bulls as number 1. The Brooklyn Nets are also bouncing back. They're number 2. They have an 8-2 run. We have the Washington Wizards, who are having their best performance in a very, very long. I think the last time they had this kind of performance was in 2004. I'm not so sure. The Wizards and Bradley Beal are doing really well. The Miami Heat are on number 4. They play back-to-back games against each other.
Okay.
And the Wizards got the best of the second one. The Hornets are on number 5. Give it to that young man, LaMelo Ball. Is doing really well for his team. The Cleveland Cavaliers also have a rookie doing so well for them. They are 6th on the log, and the 7th team is on the New York Knicks.
Okay.
Number 8 has to be the guys who are also bouncing back. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the man who is on the top rebound list and also one of the top players in the points scoring charts.
Okay. The way we're going, we don't need his penalty
No,
shootouts.
don't run them off.
Make
Now
way
8
in the
teams
show.
are just scored.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on Courtside today, Dan. Thanks for coming through.
Always a pleasure.
And Azu knows that there's going to be the draw for the Tigers
tomorroh the
World
Tigers
Cup draw.
surely they'll be in the same group in Mali. And why did they do that? They want to make sure that at least one African team qualifies for the World Cup. I think
Okay, Africa's number 1, Nigeria. the Tigers,
Africa.
Malians, we go past them.
It's a run.
Azu, thanks for coming through.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, Chidebe and Golu is in here, but
I've
he's been quiet.
There's him of sports.
yes.
They cannot talk now.
I'm here. Can you allow me to talk?
They cannot talk.
Azubike
Adareko cannot
here.
talk on my show.
Chimamanda, it's good to have you on this show. You know, this show has been a little boring since Ezemo, but since Ezemo is here, we can have fun together. It's been boring because of
Can you spell-
I'm here to lift this show.
Can you
Thank
spell
you for
boring?
joining us on Courtside. We're done with Courtside. We're switching over to Game
Shout out to
On
you,
full
shout out to
time
you.
On
Shout out to you.
99.3 Nigeria. And for the next 15 minutes of our broadcast, is brought to you by Bet Bonanza. I'll share with you some great stories coming through from Bet Bonanza. Let's delve into Game On 100% now. This is the nation's first news, talk, and sports radio station, 99.3 Nigeria info.